Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Ramchand. Today I would like to explain international doctoral research workshop on smart data collection and curation from databases and open sources. So, by using modern techniques for selecting the data, storing the data, organizing the data, and reviewing scholarly literature, that is the aim of we are performing this smart data collection and curation from databases and open sources. So we have a number of tools for collecting the data and various repositories we are collecting the data. So this is about various kinds of syllabus of corporate training. I'm working as a corporate trainer for different technologies, and these are the projects we have completed under data science and artificial intelligence. And this is about the syllabus of yeah. This is the contents of today's workshop introduction and followed by the overview of data collection. So, what is the importance of data collection in research and decision making? And types of data, we have two types usually: structured data, unstructured data, and databases versus open sources. And what are the key goals of the session I would like to cover today? Understanding techniques for data collection, and learning how to select, store, and organizing data, importance of reviewing literature, etc. And what are the data collection techniques? We have techniques for collecting data from databases like structured data collection from relational databases by using structured query language, querying databases and extracting relevant data for best practices for data integrity and ensuring quality. And what are the techniques for collecting data from open sources? We have open data platforms like government websites, research databases, etc. And scraping data from websites using APIs and web scraping tools, using publicly available data sets like Kaggle and UCI machine learning repositories. And we are selecting the data. That there is a criteria for selecting the data like relevance to the research question, quality and the credibility of the source, data validity and completeness and consistency, data filtering and pre-processing, techniques for removing noise and irrelevant data, transforming formatting data for analysis. And what are the storing and organizing data? Data storage techniques like storing structured data in a relational databases, storing unstructured data in a NoSQL databases or cloud storage solutions. What are the best practices for secure data and efficient data storage using encryption, backups, etc. Data organization, organizing large data sets like folders, naming conventions, metadata management for easy retrieval, documenting data set for reproducibility. And the last one is a reviewing literature, importance of a literature review, the role of literature in identifying research gaps and understanding previous findings, how to find a reliable and credible sources. What are the best practices for reviewing literature? Methods for conducting systematic literature searches. Example using academic databases like Google Scholar, PubMed. Organizing and analyzing research articles. Citation management tools like Zotero and EndNote. So this is about syllabus so far I have explained. Coming to our today's workshop, there are four types of dissertations. This is maybe uh, classified into four types. One is empirical dissertation, theoretical dissertation, case study dissertation, and comparative dissertation. What is meant by empirical dissertation? Based on the experiments and surveys and observations, especially in science and social science, requires primary data collection, uses quantitative and qualitative or mixed method approaches under empirical dissertation. What about theoretical dissertation? It focuses on analyzing existing theories, models, and concepts to develop new interpretations or perspectives. Used in philosophy, literature, sociology, political science, etc. No primary data collection, involves extensive literature review, aims to refine and expand or challenge existing theoretical framework. Case study dissertation, it examines a specific individual or group or event or organization in a depth to extract meaningful insights. Used in business studies, psychology, law and medical research, etc. Provides detailed qualitative insights, focuses on real world scenarios. Finding may not always be generalizable, but offer rich contextual understanding. Comparative dissertation. So we are compares two or more theories, cases, and databases to identify similarities, differences, and patterns, and used in international relations, linguistics, political science, and legal studies, etc. It uses comparative analysis techniques, can involve both qualitative and quantitative, aims to understand the trends, contrast, and relationship between different elements. So that's why by using this literature review, the types of research gaps we can see: evidence gap and knowledge gap and practical knowledge gap and methodological gap and empirical gap and theoretical gap and population gap. So these are the various types of research gaps. While performing in literature review and literature survey, we are identifying a number of research gaps. Depends on our empirical dissertation, comparative dissertation, case study dissertation, theoretical dissertation, etc. Then there are top 10 key concepts for the same topic. We are collect data collection from databases and open sources. We have techniques for collecting, selecting, storing, and organizing data and reviewing literature. The first one is types of data sources. Understanding primary, secondary, open source, and proprietary databases. That comes under types of data sources we can have. Data collection methods like techniques like web scraping, application programming interface extraction, through surveys, and to data mining, we are collecting the data methods. Selection criteria for data, evaluating data relevance, reliability, completeness, and accuracy. Database search strategies using keywords, Boolean operators, and advanced filters in databases. We are searching strategies. Data collection methods like primary data and secondary data. Like primary data, we have a survey or questionnaire and interview, observation, experiment. Secondary data collection methods like literature review, government databases, commercial database, and web scraping. So that's why primary and secondary data collection methods offer essential approaches for gathering original insights and existing information to support research objectives effectively. Then data storage techniques like employing cloud storage, relational databases, and big data platforms. We are storing huge volume of data with the help of system, server, and data center by using cloud storage, relational databases, big data platforms, etc. Data cleaning and pre-processing, handling missing values, duplicates, and standardizing formats. That's why we are eliminating noisy data, inconsistent data, dirty data. Under this data cleaning and pre-processing, data organization and structuring, creating metadata, labeling and categorizing for easier access and analysis. What are the tools and platforms for data handling? Use of tools like Excel tool for processing the number of papers in literature review we are using. SQL, Python, Pandas, then R and data repositories. Then literature review methods like conducting systematic survey, narrative and integrative reviews. The final one is ethical considerations and copyright, ensuring data use complies with licensing, privacy laws, and research ethics. So that's why we are using data collection methods like forms and questionnaires. We are collecting the data through interviews. We are collecting the data through observation. We are collecting the data through documents and records. We are collecting the data through focus groups. We are collecting the data through oral histories. We are collecting the data combination research, online tracking. We are collecting the data online marketing analytics. We are collecting the data, social media monitoring, etc. That's why these are the top 10 super effective data collection methods. It is going to help us researchers for gather accurate data, reliable data, and comprehensive data for informed decision making and analysis. So that's why overview of data collection, what we are doing. Data collection is a vital for gathering insights. We are collecting the data from various repositories and making informed decisions in research and analysis. What is the importance of data collection, research and decision making? We are getting accurate data is the foundation for sound conclusions and effective decision making in various fields of study. We are having two types of data like structured versus unstructured data. Structured data is organized and easily processed, while unstructured data lacks a defined format and requires more effort for analysis. Databases versus open sources. Databases are managed and often require specific access permissions, while open sources are freely available data sets from public platforms. Data collection techniques, we have already explained seven data collection techniques. Through observations, we are collecting the data. Through interviews and focus groups, we are collecting the data. Transactional tracking, social media monitoring, online tracking, surveys, forms, etc. So, with the help of all these documentation reviews, to equip researchers with effective ways to gather accurate and relevant information for data analysis. What is the purpose of data collection? Decision making, yes, and which we are taking decision on based on research gaps, saves time, design strategies, problem identification, back up the arguments, and track the progress. That's why the purpose of data collection is to gather accurate information for analysis, decision making, and problem solving. Then, coming to key goals of the session. Why? What happened? Yeah, this is the first program. Yeah. So, understanding techniques for data collection, learn various methods to gather data, whether through surveys, databases, or open data sources, and their advantages. Learning how to select, store, and organizing data. It focuses on choosing the right data, ensuring its accuracy, and storing it in an accessible and organized manner for easy retrieval. Importance of reviewing literature. We are reviewing literature helps understand existing research method, identify research gaps, and establish a foundation for your own network or own your own work. So the importance of data collection in various fields like decision making we are taking, marketing research, academic research, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data warehousing. This is the importance of data collection and various fields like decision making in especially business analytics. Data collection is playing essential as it provides the foundation for informed decision making, accurate analysis, and effective problem solving in any field. Decision making, especially in business analytics, marketing research, we are doing in market research analysis, academic research, artificial intelligence, intelligent behavior in a machine, the science and engineering to develop intelligent kind of based applications. Machine learning, we are taking data as an input to the machine learning, learning from the observational data by applying supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning, and data warehousing. We are storing huge volume of data in a system, server, and data center. Then the first program, write a Python program to visualize the distribution of different types of data, that is structured, unstructured databases and open sources, using a bar chart, and provides a conceptual overview of data collection techniques and key goals for an educational session. See here data for visualization, creating the bar chart. We have in x-axis structured data, unstructured data, databases, open sources, percentage like data collection overview. Then this is data collection, types of data, databases versus open sources, key goals of the session. Then data collection from databases and open sources. See, first we are data preparation. Why we are doing this data preparation? For evaluating noisy, inconsistency, dirty data by applying data collection methods, data storage, data cleaning, normalization, tokenization, prefixing. Then we are choosing a model. Model is nothing but simplified version of the reality for our model architecture configuration. Model size, hyperparameters we are checking for fine tuning parameters, and for that transformer architecture. Model training is nothing but once we are choosing a model, 75% of data we are training, and for testing we are using 25%. Optimization and back propagation, regularization, learning rates, schedulers, etc. in model training. Model evaluation, nothing but we are checking our model is correct or not by using validation metrics and performance metrics, fine tuning, specific training, and ethics. That's why data collection from databases and open sources, it involves a systematic techniques for collecting the data, selecting the data, storing the data, and organizing data, along with reviewing literature to support credible and comprehensive research outcomes. So the second one is data collection techniques. We have various techniques for collecting data from databases. Databases is nothing but collection of interrelated data with help of relational databases, non-relational databases, etc. So structured data collection from relational databases by using structured query language and uh, MySQL database, Teradata, DB2, MS Access. We are applying queries to extract structured data from relational databases. Okay, where the data is organized in a tables. What is table? Table is a collection of rows and columns. Collection of tables is called a database. Querying database and extracting relevant data. Structured query language queries can be customized to filter, sort, and retrieve specific data from large databases. Best practices for data integrity and ensuring quality. Ensuring the data is accurate, complete, and consistent by validating the data during the extraction process and maintaining proper database management practices. So that's why techniques for collecting data from open sources, open data platforms like government websites, research databases like ResearchGate, Kaggle data, GitHub data, UCI repositories. We have various open data platforms through government websites. We are accessing data sets that are freely available on public platforms such as government portals and academic research databases, etc. Scraping data from websites using APIs and web scraping tools. Extract data from websites by using APIs or tools like Beautiful Soap to gather information from the web. Using publicly available data sets like just now I have explained, a Kaggle repository, GitHub repository, UCI machine learning repository. We are downloading numerous data sets related to audio, video, text, graphics, animation. It integrates data sets available on platforms like GitHub, Kaggle, and UCI for research or model building purposes, providing free access to various data types. That's why types of databases we are having data warehouses means we are storing huge volume of data in data centers. Document oriented databases, examples like Google Scholar and you can see the ResearchGate. Object oriented databases like real time data like Facebook data, YouTube data, WhatsApp data. Distributed databases means different locations we are storing, sharing, communicating different databases. Network databases like Facebook is a network database. YouTube, Instagram, these are the examples for network databases. Hierarchical databases like tree structure like forefathers, father, and our generation. It is a we are maintaining a database about a family. Hierarchical databases, structured query language databases like relational databases, SQL, MySQL, Teradata, DB2, MS Access, etc. These are comes under relational databases. NoSQL means it's a Mongo database example. Non-relational databases tools, Hive, HBase, Zookeeper, Scoop, etc. In the case of audio, video, text, graphics, unstructured data, it can handle very easily. So, data collection techniques are systematic methods used to gather accurate and relevant information for analysis and decision making. So, this is the program, write a Python program to demonstrate and visualize various data collection techniques such as querying databases, web scraping, and accessing public data sets while also generating a bar chart to compare the usage of these techniques. Import, we are required libraries we are importing, create a bar chart with visualization data collection techniques. Next axis, we are having SQL database, NoSQL database, web scraping, and public database, etc. In y-axis, we are having usage percentage, data collection techniques overview. And the third topic is selecting the data. So there is a criteria for selecting the data, like relevance to the research question, ensure that the data aligns with the research goals and objectives, contributing directly to answering the research questions. Quality and credibility of the source. Choose data from reliable and well-established sources to maintain accuracy and trustworthiness in the research. Data validity, completeness, and consistency. The selected data must be accurate, comprehensive, and consistent over time, ensuring reliable results. Data filtering and pre-processing, techniques for removing noise and irrelevant data, apply methods like outlier detection and data cleaning to remove irrelevant or incorrect data that can distort the analysis part. That's why we are doing pre-processing. Transforming and formatting data for analysis. We are preparing the data by converting it into a suitable format, handling missing values, null values, and performing transformations to ensure it is ready by for analysis. So that's why we are using 10 selection methods like source reliability, data collection methods, bias and objectivity, peer review and replicability, contextual relevance, temporal consistency, transparency and documentation, cross validation and triangulation, ethical considerations, expert judgment. So it involves choosing relevant and reliable information based on specific criteria such as accuracy, completeness, and relevance to the research objectives. Write a Python program to demonstrate the process of selecting the data, filtering the data, and pre-processing research data based on specific criteria and visualize the stages of data processing using a bar chart. So required libraries we are installing, and then we are performing sample data, ID and research goals relevance, then source credibility we are performing, then data selection, original data, filtered data, pre-processing data, etc. The last but one topic, storing and organizing data, data storage techniques.
Sir, only 5 minutes, sir.
Yeah, sure. I will complete it. Storing structured and data in relational databases, and we have a different tools we are using. Storing unstructured data in a NoSQL database or cloud storage solutions. Best practices for secure and efficient data storage using encryption and backups. Then a data organization, we have organizing large data sets by using folders, naming conventions, etc. Metadata management for easy retrieval. documenting data sets for reproducibility. So we have a storing and organizing data like relational, key value, document, graph, wide column, in-memory computation, time series, object-oriented, text search, spatial, blob, ledger, hierarchical, vector, embedded. These are the various storing, organizing data by using databases, cloud storage, data warehouse to ensure access, security, long-term preservation, etc. This is the Write a Python program to demonstrate the complete process of collecting the data, storing the data, organizing the data, documenting the data, and visualizing both structured and unstructured data using Python. So we are step one. We are creating directory stores like in y-axis score, x-axis Alice, Bob, student, Charlie. So reviewing literature, we are having importance of literature review, the role of literature in identifying research gaps and understanding previous findings, how to find reliable and credible resources by using peer-reviewed journals, books, and reputable databases to ensure the credibility and reliability of the information being reviewed. Best practices for reviewing literature. These are the methods we are selecting. Methods for conducting systematic literature searches using academic databases like Google Scholar, PubMed, etc. Organizing and analyzing research articles, citation management tools like Jotaro, EndNote, etc. Though this is the importance of literature review and research, so it helps identify research gaps, build existing knowledge, and strengthen the foundation for new studies. So these are the four methods like choose and refine your topic, develop your argument, select literature, analysis, and synthesis. Like you need to follow the steps. This is the last program, write a Python program to organize, store, and visualize literature review data by managing metadata and displaying article relevance using horizontal bar chart. So best pack of AI tools, paid tools like ChatGPT, Midjourney, Runway, Notion AI, PowerPoint, JPR, ChatGPT, Photoshop, etc. And free tools like Perplexity, Ideogram, Pika Labs, Google Docs AI, Doc, Doctops, Doctopus, and Bardeen, and Cloud AI, Canva. So depends on research. We are using these two image for image analysis, AI videos, notes, presentation purpose, automation, writing, design, etc. With this one, I'm closing Ramchan.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you can stop the recording and